Alright. What's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back. Happy Thursday. Last day of the month today, guys. Which is very, very interesting. You could have some pretty volatile moves today on gold, with it being the end of the month. Let me know if you guys can hear me all good as well. I'm just going to get this set up over here as we get on. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon with me, but good morning to you guys. It's my afternoon here in Brisbane. It's almost 10 to 5 in the evening. Coming up to 7 AM London time. Let me just share the Zoom link with the community, guys, and then we'll get started in a second. There's the Zoom link. It's in. Cool. Much better than yesterday. Yeah, cool. Good man. I ordered today a new 5G unit from my internet provider, which I'm going to be using just for this computer, and I haven't plugged in right down next to me. But yeah, I did a speed test today, and it's still terrible. But it's they said that it's the best that you can get at this house unless you try 5G. So I bought a 5G thing, and hopefully it arrives like early next week, so we can start jumping back on and having the streams. But it looks pretty good today. Touch wood. Touch wood. My upload speed. I've lost it now. It is terrible though. It's absolutely terrible. But it's the best you can get at this address. So like I can't even pay for like anything else. So hopefully this 5G one makes it better. You got unemployment claims today for the US dollar. Unemployment claims in the last day of the month today, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going to get rid of all these tabs. I don't want anything else open other than what we're running. Let's get rid of this. And I don't know if it's because it's so hot in here as well, but my Mac is like overheating as well. My MacBook, which I'm probably going to take back, to be honest. Hello, hello, hello. YouTube guys, drop a little like for the stream. I'll get started in a second. I'm just gonna let the Zoom guys join in, and then we'll start breaking it all down soon. See what we got going on for the day, and see how, more importantly, see how this monthly is gonna close. Remember, if this monthly today closes above 2,000, it's gonna be the first time ever in the history of gold that we've closed above 2,000, which is looking like we're going to. So it's going to be very, very interesting coming into the next couple of months. You know, I believe historically, we'll have a look. Historically, I believe that December is typically like a bullish month on gold, someone mentioned. So that'll be pretty interesting coming into this monthly close. Have that continuation in December. But once the Zoom guys are in, we'll start breaking it all down. First time here, let's go. Good to have you on the stream, man. Good to have you on. I'm gonna delete all my analysis as well, and we're gonna start doing it all from scratch. So let me get rid of a lot of these levels. What's this? This 2,000. No, okay, let's get rid of this. 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 And in a second, we will start from scratch. Let me just turn this light up a little bit. All right. Why is that not connecting? We need to move 3% down to close below 2,000. Yeah, it's looking like I'm going to break it pretty nicely, which is huge. Very, very big. You have unemployment claims today, so that will also be interesting to see how that goes. Be very, very interesting to see unemployment claims today, right on the last day of the month. There we go. Turn up a bit. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. All right. Start letting the Zoom guys in. Let me share my screen. YouTube fam, drop a little like. I'm going to let all the guys in on Zoom, and we're going to get started. See if we can get another banger today. Alright, what's going on, Zoom guys? Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Good morning, Ross. Good morning, man. Let me just change the settings to make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, cool. You guys should be able to see my screen on Zoom. What time is it? 8 minutes. Cool. All right. We'll let a few more join in, and then we'll start diving into it. Yeah, unemployment claims, and the very last day of the month today. So something to be wary of. You never want to go too crazy on the last day of the month, but if you can get a little scalp, amazing. But you gotta be wary to the fact that you can have gold have some pretty crazy moves. Unemployment claims last day of the month. If you've had a good month, you don't want to go too crazy today. Hi Mocky, PJ, good afternoon, man. All right, I'll give it 2 more minutes. If you Zoom guys are still joining, then we'll start breaking down because I'll have to break it down again. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. We'll see what Asia did as well. I got some nice levels to watch today on Goldie. Gold had some, hey man, Gold had some pretty nice moves yesterday. Had a really nice push down and then push back up into the double tops we were talking about, which was very nice to see. Very nice. This is the double top we spoke about yesterday on the live stream, and now you had this trend line come down and you've completely came back down, wicked the lows and grabbed all of them highs, which is very interesting. Currently got no top or bottom wick on this previous 30 and no bottom wick in this current hourly on gold, which is interesting. Close below the support, close straight back above, so potential fake out play here soon.
Also, the 4 hour is closing above the support.
Yeah.
Grabbing the lows.
What time is it? Alright, let's start breaking it down. Yeah, current 4 hours got quite a while.
Yeah, your 4 hour is different than mine.
Right, George is joining. Let me make sure you can see my screen. Alright, let's start breaking it down on gold. I think everyone's here. So we'll look at the monthly, because obviously you're going to get that monthly close today. And if we look at where we're currently sitting, let me just plot on 2000 here. 2000 there. It's looking like gold, for the first time ever in the history of gold, that we're about to close above 2000. Which is very interesting. You close above 2000 here, you know, it's going to bring in a whole heap of upside to probably all-time highs. You know, it's the first time ever, like I say, in the history of gold that we have ever closed above 2000. So you're trading in some pretty incredible times right now. You can have some incredible opportunities coming into December, and obviously, like I said, December is typically like a very bullish month of the year. So if you go back and look here, December in 2020, where's December 21? December 21, bullish. December 22, bullish, and now we're coming into December 23. Is that going to close bullish? We'll have to see. But statistically, we should see this continuation. You know, as long as this monthly closes above 2000, which is looking like we're going to, unless you see, you know, a 600 pip drop today, which is very unlikely. You're going to close above here, come back down bottom wick next month, and be coming up into all-time highs on gold, which is very interesting. So, taking a look at the daily on gold, yesterday we closed pretty doji. You know, you've come back up into this resistance around here at like 2050, I think was the level we were talking about last week as a potential bounce level. So you've tapped into 2050 and already started to have an initial reaction. So for me, I'm looking for potential pullbacks on gold to come down and grab previous daily lows before, you know, potentially pushing higher. What's going on here? Let's do that. This is the reason I have to mute everyone. But yeah, gold to potentially today come back down and grab yesterday's lows before, you know, coming back up to grab the highs. If you start breaking the highs today, then you don't want that. You want that monthly to close with somewhat of a top wick, because if it closes no top wick, then the next month, you know, could start to pull back down. So you kind of want this monthly to start closing like somewhere back down here. You know, close somewhere back down here, and then next month to come up, completely grip all of these highs. But if you close too bullish and just break above, you know, you could just see December just instantly wick out the highs. So I would like to see today come down, grab yesterday's lows, and then that'll be the nice wick to fill coming into December, and then pushing back up into these highs. So potential sells into today's session. You were looking like you were going to have some nice moves in Asia. I didn't really watch Asia today, but just having a look at it here, you know, you've had, if I just go back to this 4 hourly has wicked out that double top we spoke about yesterday and had a nice rejection. Previous 4 hour, like for the past 4, 8, 12, has thrown huge wicks to the upside and closed incredibly bearish. So to me, this could be a potential retest of all these highs for this 4 hourly to flip back bearish and come back down and target these lows. The reason I want to see these lows grabbed is because before this run up yesterday, what did we not do? Well, we didn't grab any lows. So anyone who's buying gold right here is going to be looking to do something like this. Looking for this, you know, jackpot play up. So for me, I would like to see gold come down and grab all of these lows, which is also yesterday's previous daily low. So you basically got a double bottom here, here and here, then you got a double bottom here and here. So the only way that I'm going to see sells today is if you start to close like back below here, and you got potential sells on this hourly if you start to find some resistance. But this hourly is going to close in 1 minute, and it's going to trade back into this range, and this is the range that you have to be careful of today. So something probably like anywhere like this doesn't really matter. All of this is a, what's this? This is a 50 tick range, which is not too bad, not too bad at all. So you tried to break out before, close straight back above, and that's nothing but very, very low volume there. But you can see that previous 30 closed. Is that no top wick? It's got a tiny top wick. But that previous 30, you know, pushed down, came down, grabbed these lows, and instantly pushed them back up and just kind of stuck back within this range. So overall today, gold's going to be very, very difficult as of right now. You know, has that hourly just closed with a it's got a tiny top wick. You got to be very, very careful in this range. You know, 4 hourly on gold's ranging, 30 minutes stuck in this little range. I'll have some sells if you come back down below here, and I'll have potential buys if you start to close back above here. But anywhere in here right now is a no trade zone on gold, unless you got buys from here or you had sells from down here. And that's the only way you can really play this range. But as of right now, you're almost back at the high, so you have to wait for it to come to these highs, break above, and look for potential buys back up into this high. So you probably have a little trend line coming on down like this as well now. So if you come up and start bouncing in the middle of this, then you know you could start to see some liquidity grabs. No
margin longs for December.
Sorry, man.
Full margin longs for December.
Yeah, 100%. Full margin, man.
Yeah, I'll share the account with you.
Hey, bro, how are you? I'm good, thank you, man. Was not here yesterday. You missed we had a nice little scalp yesterday, man. Had a very nice little scalp yesterday. And then gold ended up ripping all of these lows that we spoke about, which was very, very nice. Came and grabbed this triple bottom that I spoke about as well. So analysis played out very, very well yesterday on gold. How essential is it to check multi-time frames? Very. I cannot trade just one time frame. You know, they all add up as confluence together and paint the overall picture. I personally could never trade off just one time frame. But yeah, that's kind of going to be the plan of action today. You know, if you start breaking back below here, be selling gold down into previous daily lows down here, or if you break above, you know, you may have some buys back up into this resistance at like 2050. But anywhere in this range, you can see for Asia, this is what we've done every time in this range. So do you want to start getting caught up in positions like this? No, not really. If you had sells from here, you know, after you grab these highs, you had put a nice little range play there. There's nowhere to buy this back up for me just yet. But if we start, like I say, if we start breaking above, I'll probably wait for the first like 15 close of the session. But if you start breaking back above here, then you know you may push into the highs, which would be from here up into here is like 30 ticks, which is not a bad range actually. Not a bad range. Let's get it, boys. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. How does one get into your group, sir? It's all the links are in the video, man. All the links are in there. For a new trader, would you recommend starting with the higher time frames? Yeah, focus on like, you know, the hourly 30 and 15 probably. You don't want to go as low as the 5. You don't need to go that low so quick. Get comfortable trading with like the hourly and the 30, and then eventually, you know, once you're ready, go down to the 5. I like to trade. I have my charts like this. I'll watch the 30, 15, and then I'll be executing the 5 up here. But when you're new, you know, you don't need to jump straight into the 5. I wouldn't even look at the 5 right now because there's no point going down to the 5 if the 30 minutes ranging. So that's what we're kind of working with today. Like I say, it's the last day of the month, and you've also got unemployment claims later on today. So to have unemployment claims on the last day of the month is actually pretty interesting. Bought from 42 last night. Very nice. Very, very nice. 42. Yeah, I shared this. We had this trend line coming down in Discord yesterday that I shared. Any retail trader who was trying to short this trend line yesterday would have got stopped out beautifully. So if you got buys up into that trend line, amazing. Came too late for me, but it was a very, very nice spike into the highs.
Order canceled.
So today is going to be a big day. But that's gold. Gold's ranging for now. I'm not really going to sit and watch it range. But let's have a look at something else. We'll have a look at oil. Right, oil. Let's have a look. Oil, look at this. Pushing up. Coming for this, grab this double top. Grabbed all of this trend line. And now oil looks like it's coming to grab these highs. I think I spoke about this on last week's stream, or maybe the week before when I was in Vietnam. How oil is very likely going to come up and wick out these highs because the weekly was creating that nice morning star. Which you can see. Lovely rejections on oil of that 75 region. Now you're coming up to grab these previous weekly highs. So if you guys want to intraday oil, you want to be looking for buys up into this high. You're not just going to respect this resistance and drop. Very likely right now, you'll expect most retail traders right now will be trying to do something like this. So if most retail traders are trying to short oil right now, you basically want to see some potential pullbacks to then buy up into where most people are trying to sell, and then you could see some pretty nice spikes on oil. Yeah, I had this high marked on since we were like down here, and this high marked on up here as well. These are both previous weekly highs that oil was going to always come and grab. And you got $80 sitting just above this high as well. How does unemployment claims affect the markets? It'll be very, very volatile. Some of the biggest US dollar news, so it'll have a lot of impact on gold. Welcome back to Australia. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's have a look at Nasdaq. What time is it? We're just waiting for the first 15 close on Goldie. Look how choppy Nasdaq's been. Look at this is crazy. Since Wednesday last week, Nasdaq's been in a wait. Yeah, Wednesday last week, Nasdaq's been in a huge range. Move this over here. Favorite country in Southeast Asia? I say Vietnam is probably my favorite. If that's Southeast Asia. My first time ever going to Vietnam. Vietnam was very nice. I prefer Vietnam to Thailand. I like Thailand. Thailand's great, but Vietnam for me is a much nicer vibe. I much prefer The lifestyle in Vietnam is nicer, and if any of you guys want to go travel and trade, you'll be able to do it a lot more affordable in Vietnam than you would in like Thailand. Thailand isn't as cheap as it used to be, and it's just become like a bit hectic. Vietnam, especially Da Nang, was beautiful. It was like the Gold Coast of, we were saying it's like the Gold Coast of Asia. It's a very, very cool place, and you can hop on a flight for like, I think we paid like maybe £40 to hop on a flight and go to a completely different city, which is pretty cool. If we start to close pretty bearish here, guys, I got sales below this hourly low, because remember this hourly has, previous hourly has no bottom wick, and the 4 hourly could also be retesting to flip bearish. So I have sells once we start looking like we're going to close bearish here, and buys if we close above. So if we come back down to here, I'm going to be looking to sell gold all the way back down into here for like 60 ticks. But yeah, I say Vietnam. Vietnam's probably my favorite so far. Futures now, we will trade GC 0224. Yeah. February 24 contracts on gold right now. Remember to roll them over if you guys are new to futures. December contracts have expired now on gold, so you want to make sure you roll them over. If you guys want me to show you how to roll it over, I can show you. One of the guys on Zoom yesterday showed me how you can also automatically do it here on TradingView as well. You can double click on your charts. You got here, which is pretty neat. I didn't actually know you had that. When Top Step X comes out. No, I don't actually know, but I'll follow. Let me put a reminder to follow up. See if we got some release dates. I'll ask the question today. See if I can. I'll see if I can find some more info. So you're having a nice little sell off this resistance on gold. My main short buys today is all based off this 4 hourly. Previous 4 hourly, closed below all of this. This could just be one huge top wick and a big stop hunt to, if this flips bearish, you could see a pretty nice drive. And my targets, like I say, will be previous daily lows. But I need to see that 30 close back bearish below here, and I'll have sells below this low here. And I'll be playing it down into these lows, into this double bottom and into this low down here. But yeah, whilst we wait for this 30 close on Goldie, if anyone, Zoom, YouTube, has any other pairs or instruments you want me to look over whilst we wait, feel free to let me know. Although I'm not trading FX, if you guys still are looking at some FX pairs, let me know. I know some of you guys trade pound futures and euro futures as well. Actually, have a look at, yeah, let's have a look here. CHFMXN. Let's see. Swiss franc and the Mexican peso. What exchange are you getting this on, sir? Whoa. To the moon. It never exists. Yeah, it does in some exchanges. NQ. Yeah, I'll have a look at Nasdaq. I just had a brief look. Nasdaq's pretty choppy. I'll have a look at the Russell though. I think a lot of traders who I know who trade Nasdaq full time have been struggling on Nasdaq recently, and you can kind of see why. Since 15th of November, Nasdaq's been in a pretty horrible range. So I personally, I'm not gonna bother looking at that. Not because I don't want to, but because I don't recommend anyone to touch that right now. When you're in such a tight daily range like this, you're just gonna have to wait for a daily closure. I'll have a look at the Russell. The Russell might be a little cleaner. The Russell usually is cleaner, to be honest. Yeah, see, Russell's in tight range as well.
I'm long on orange juice right now.
Yeah, we had a look at OJ that time. I wonder how it's moving.
Last time we saw that it was bullish.
It was all-time highs.
Yes.
Yeah, see, this is why you're kind of seeing the Russell range as well. Like, look in between these two levels here. You can probably bring it to somewhere like this. Anywhere in here, you can kind of come back down. You may see the Russell come back down and retest, probably call it call it like 1780, 780, like there. It's probably going to be your range, but you can even see on the Russell. Look how choppy this is. This is on the daily. Daily doji bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish, bullish with incredible wicks. So if you see the daily like that, you know it's not even really worth going down to any lower. You know, if I had to give a bias, you know, you fake to have this resistance close back below, so you're probably looking for any top wick to come and drive back down into these lows. I would, like I say, I'd be pretty careful of trading it, but you know, you may see something like this. But Russell, Nasdaq, I assume S&P is the same. All going to be, yeah, very, very choppy. Nasdaq's probably the worst, to be honest. S&P is looking like it, you know, may come down, and you've already kind of faked out this trend line, came back up for the, you know, trend line come down here. You've already came back, you retouched the back of this trend line, so you may see it pull back up. S&P, you know, pull back up to these levels, and then come and potentially dip back down into this support, something like that. But like I say, I'd be very, very careful, very, very careful. It looks pretty choppy to me. To short of 241. Let's have a look. Yeah, pretty much. I'm considering sells on gold if this 4 hour can flip bearish, and I have a stop loss based like somewhere around the 30, and I want to see all these 4 hour lows get grabbed, because before this whole push up, we never wicked out these lows. So you basically have a double bottom here on gold. So basically anyone who was trading gold yesterday or is still in gold trades is very likely doing something like this, looking for this huge play up. So you want to be shorting into where most people are trying to buy, and that's all the way down at these lows. So this is basically like a where's the tool? If you just draw it as a big zone, the more you tap into this zone and the more you start to reject, the more likely you're going to come and wick out this low. So you tapped into it once, twice, 3 times here without grabbing any lows. So both of these levels, you know, it may take until unemployment claims, but you're very likely going to see these lows get grabbed up before you're going to have a push back up to the highs. You need to come down and grab that liquidity before you're all of a sudden just going to start closing bullish and, you know, start ripping all-time highs. So that's the potential short region. Like I say, once you do actually, if this 4 hour can flip bearish, or if you start breaking back below here, top wick, this is like a 75 tick range, which is amazing. If we get 20, 30, 40 of that, great. We'll take it. Live cow's been moving. Yeah, we had a look at cow yesterday, actually. Gold breaks below on the 1 hourly. You enter a short to the next liquidator. Where would you realistically place your stop? Depends on the price action. If you start like, say if you do something like this, and then I'll be watching the 5 minute for like liquidity grabs, and then I'll be looking for like something to break out of here. You know, I'll be risking off like these highs up here. My stop loss won't go all the way up there. That's just too big and stupid. My stop loss will go wherever like a 5 minute intraday liquidity grab is. So once you start breaking below, you know, then I'll drop down to the 5 minute, and then like my stop loss will be based off that. Like if I was trading Asia today for whatever reason and I wanted some sells from here, you know, my stop loss doesn't go all the way up here. It just goes above this liquidity grab, because if it goes above there, you know, it's just going to break higher. So you may as well risk off that high. So that's all I'll be looking to do. Once you tap into here, look for a bounce, come grab some intraday highs, and then I'll be risking off wherever these highs are going to be up here. It won't be the highs of the range, because if you're not going to drive, you're just going to range. So you don't want to overexpose yourself to too much. You want to keep your losses nice and small. Same as the shorts we took on stream yesterday. If I just put on the position, where's the shorts here? So we took these shorts yesterday. Where's that coming from? The shorts that we took yesterday, you know, I'll be basically doing something like this. You know, I'll be waiting for us to come up and grab some previous 5 minute highs to then flip bearish, and I'll be risking off that high. You know, like yesterday, my stop isn't all the way up here. My stop goes above this high, because this is the liquidity grab that grabbed previous. So I'll be looking to do something exactly the same as what we did yesterday, pretty much. Let me just hide this position. So I'll wait till we get down to here. bounce, come and grab some 5 minute highs, and then I'll be looking for the play. Like see here, you have a little double top, you wick out the highs, you know, you can shorten risk off that high there, and there's your little move. The blue lines on this current time frame on gold, off this 30 and hourly. Just this support and resistance right here. A big support there, support, resistance. You can see it pretty clear on the 4 hourly like this. Resistance, support, you probably have it like that, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. It's not like one pinpoint line, it's kind of all of this is a very, very big zone.
If you look at the 4-hour chart on Forex.com, it is holding the support right now.
Yeah, nice. I like that cowboy hat from Top Step. I don't think I've seen it. I haven't seen it. Can you go over corn? Yeah, I can have a look at corn whilst we're waiting for Goldie. Corn. Let's have a look. Corn. Holy shit. Oh, is that because it's not... That's obviously the contract's rolling over. How do I... There you go. Corn. I have never traded corn, so I can't really say too much, but looks like it's had a
cool cap on that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever traded corn. I'll get rid of this.
Corn.
You had a little...
I've traded red corn before.
Corn with Iran.
You actually had a pretty nice trendline fake out there. That's something you'd see on gold and like FX pairs. You have a trend line coming down, most retail short here. You wick out all the highs, close back below, retest and push down. That's the way that we trade that trend line fake out strategy. Be shortened from there, having that push down. But yeah, corn looks pretty fucking bearish to me. Coming back down and retesting these highs. Probably like just call it what, 460? It's probably the psychological level.
Waiting for the trend line to play in 6 months.
If I look at the daily, yeah, daily looks pretty nice. You come up, grab some highs, almost left a little double top there, push and lower. But overall, it's pretty bearish. Yeah, it's very bearish.
Interesting to see how often it pops.
Yeah, man, it's. I got it.
I think we come back from that open myself.
USD Swiss franc perfect intraday long. Yeah, sure. Let's take a look. I used to USD Swiss franc was probably one of my favorite FX pairs that I used to trade. Actually, I used to love trading that pair. For an intraday, I think you'll probably dip a little bit lower. I mean, to be fair, you're throwing some pretty steep 4-hour wicks there. Have you grabbed some lows? I haven't looked at this pair in so long. Look at that. It can just move so well. Look at that. Wicks the highs and boom. Yeah, intraday long. If you wanted a little intraday play on this, where would you want to see it? Well, you actually already kind of grabbed the lows there. It's almost like a little inverse head and shoulders here. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder, just wicked out a little double bottom there as well. So I mean, yeah, buys from there would have been nice. If you don't have buys from here, your next place to look for buys now is probably wait for it to break the neckline, which is like, you know, somewhere back up here. I'd probably say now. Okay, some closures back above there. If you start coming back down here again, then you'll very likely come and grab this low here. Why are my lines like that? So if you come back down, don't take longs again because you'll probably spike out this low. But if you already have longs from here, risking off here, then you've already got a nice little bounce and probably be at break even. But if you don't have longs just yet and you're looking to buy, you probably want to wait for some closures back above here. But it had a pretty nice little double bottom there. So anyone, same as how we trade gold, anyone who's buying off this support, stop loss goes below that low. Retails get stopped out. You breaks the structure, comes back down. You take entries from here. It's like a pretty nice bounce, and you probably already want to be at break even because if you come back down, you're gonna likely come and grab this low. All right, 8 minutes till we get this 30 close on gold. So it looks like it's in no man's land. Yeah, I mean, unless you already have the buys, it's not gonna do too much until you get that unemployment claims later on. unless you start, like I say, unless you start breaking them highs, you know, you could get some longs if you're not already in it. But where it is right now, you wouldn't want to take any longs just yet. 10-year notes, no. T-balls, no. I haven't, man. I actually haven't. I know some people that do, but I've never actually traded it before, man. I think you can trade it on. I think you can trade it on Top Step, can't you? Let's have a look. I think you can trade the bonds. Instruments. If you have traded it before, Trent, I'd be keen to hear how you find it. I know some guys that do trade it. Let me see here. Yeah, so you can trade the 10-year notes. You can trade the 30-year bonds as well. And then actually, you can trade that on Top Step, which is pretty cool. So how long you got? Let me just go to 6 more minutes. So what is it here? It's so the 10-year notes is ZN. Let's have a look. Haven't traded, just similar moves off gold and use. Yeah, interesting, man. Yeah, it's interesting to look at. Yeah, been on a huge run. This is on, what's this, on the 30? Let me just have a quick look at this weekly. Oh shit, weekly's been on a huge sell-off. Daily little pullback. Yeah, interesting. Some pretty interesting levels. You can start to see some pullbacks and probably come and grab some trend lines, something like that. Little pullbacks. I haven't traded in so long. It'd be interesting to watch in the background though. Between gold spot US dollar and XAUSD. No, I don't think so, man. I think it's the same. Or this here is that. So I use the Awanda one here. Obviously, we're executing it on the futures side, but we have to watch it on an intraday on the currency. Ever trade currency futures? Yeah, I've traded euro and pound before, because they're exactly the same as trading like, you know, euro USD or like pound USD, which you can obviously trade on Top Step as well. Yeah, let's have a look at euro futures. We got 5 minutes till this 30 is going to close on gold, and that's kind of what we're waiting on here. So have a look at the euro futures. Anyone who doesn't trade euro futures but trades currencies, it's exactly the same as euro USD. Holy shit, it's hot in this room, man. That's what I need to do. I'm going to buy some sort of aircon unit tomorrow. Let me just put that down before I forget, because it's fucking roasting in this room. Aircon unit tomorrow.
Kogan had some pretty good mobile ones for pretty cheap.
Where was that? Sorry, man.
Kogan.
All right, man. Cool.
And get it delivered.
Nice. Thank you, man. I'll take a look. I need one in here. I don't know how this house doesn't have aircon, but yeah, it's getting crazy hot here. All right, euro futures again. It's worthwhile, even if you guys don't trade like swing trade, it's worthwhile to start watching your monthly candle closures, because they're going to paint a picture for the end of the year. So euro futures, you know, you got a very nice morning star formation here on the monthly, closing very bullish. So you're very likely going to see euro futures in the next couple of months start to pull back up. If we go down to the weekly, you know, you found that support. We spoke about this on the daily last week when we were in Vietnam. Came down, grabbed previous daily lows, and had a pretty nice bounce back up. So if I was to see any, I mean, just go straight to the 30. See any potential intraday plays on euro futures? Look at that. You've actually got a pretty nice little double top there. You probably at some point come and grab that high. You've also got, as long as this hasn't been grabbed on euro USD, let me just check just in case. I don't know if it does that. Probably like gold does. It probably does. No, beautiful, cool. You got a lovely double top there on euro futures as well, and you got a lovely double bottom down here. So if you're trading euro futures today, you'd probably be wanting to see something like this. Come down, grab this double bottom, anyone who's looking at Euro USD right now is probably going to be doing something like this. So if you know that most retail traders are probably trying to buy Euro futures, Euro USD, you know, you could probably look for some shorts down into these lows. Grab the lows, and then you could probably look for buys later on up into this double top and back up into these highs as well. And you could see a pretty nice monthly close on Euro futures next month, bottom wick, and then be looking for a pretty big bounce up. Yeah, you'd want to see Euro futures shorts intraday down into these lows. All right, 2 minutes till this 30 is going to close on gold. Let's see. DXY is a big spot. 102.5, yeah. Big levels, big levels. Same on gold. If gold can come and, you know, grab some lows or grab some highs before unemployment claims, it's going to be pretty interesting. But the more you build up liquidity, the more likely you're going to see some pretty big spikes today, which is what we want to see. Let me just get this over here. But yeah, I really want to see this 30 close nice and bearish, and I want to look for some sells. I want to look for some nice sells. Unless you start closing above here, go long. But as of right now, I think this 4 hour has the potential to flip bearish, and this could just be a huge. Look at the amount of wicks on this 4 hourly. If this does flip bearish, you know, it's going to look like a pretty obvious trade. So you don't want to miss it. You want to be open to it. Previous 4 hours broken below here. You know, you never know. This has still got what, 2.5 hours to still close. Could easily close the way back down here in no time. Alright, 30 has just closed. Let's see that 30 close on gold. Doji. Doji. So now we just got it's gonna be a very, I think it's gonna be a, I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's gonna be a very patient day today on gold until you get that news later on. Until you get that news, it's gonna be a pretty patient day, I think. And what else do you have this week? Is it NFP week? No, next week. Yeah, so you got unemployment claims today. You got Fed speaking tomorrow as well on the first day of the month, which is pretty interesting. And then we got what? 1 more month until this year's over, which is pretty crazy. Very crazy. What news? Unemployment claims. Unemployment claims for the US dollar at 1:30 London time. Where's my clock? So it's 7:30 London time now. 2:30 AM New York time, and you got unemployment claims at 1:30 London time. And unemployment claims on the last day of the month, you know, could change everything. It really could. You're very unlikely going to see you close back below 2,000. You know, that's all the way fucking down here. That's never going to happen. So you're very likely going to see this monthly close above 2,000, which is huge. Which is very big. So December, you could be looking for buys into all-time highs. They've been raising rates in Oz too. I haven't checked when the last one came out. I believe so. Or maybe they kept it the same this time. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting evening for sure. So you leave Bali already? Yeah, I left Bali ages ago, man. I already went back to Australia. I've been to Vietnam since then as well. Now I'm back in Australia. Going short on Bitcoin. Oh, that's what I like to see. I like to see people short on Bitcoin. Let's have a look. I mean, it makes sense, you know, you're technically still in an overall bear market on crypto, so yeah, why not? Yeah. You could, you know, you never know, you may spike back into 40,000, but 40,000 is going to be a huge level. You know, you can tap into. As soon as you start coming up to 40,000, you already know most retail traders or most people who know nothing about crypto will all of a sudden see headlines, you know, Bitcoin back at 40,000, and as soon as you hear that most people are trying to buy back into crypto, you know, you could just come all the way back down, 10,000. But it's been on a lovely run though. Look how nice these psychological levels are. Breaks above 20,000, retest. Breaks above 25, retest up into 30. You know, playing these little ranges. What, 25%, 50% return on your money? Amazing, incredible. A little worried about the 40k. Yeah, you may spike into 40k. You know, you tap 40k is a pretty big psychological level. Again, you're going to get the monthly close on Bitcoin today as well. Even if the monthly close is above 35, you know, yeah, you may still spike a little bit more. Spike up a little bit more. But as soon as you start hitting these, you know, 40,000 regions, you already know that's when your average Joe who knows nothing about technicals or crypto is going to be trying to buy back in again. You also got the back of this trend line up here as well. Do it like 45. I wouldn't shut down 45 too soon just yet either. But you know, I'll be very, very surprised if you just all of a sudden see all of a sudden see, you know, back up to like 60s. I'd be very, very surprised. I think you're going to dip down much more than that first. But 45 is still a very, very big level. Which broker are you using? Sorry if you mentioned it before, I haven't heard of it. That's all good, man. I use NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader for personal. TraderVate for Top Step. Yeah. The new futures symbol for gold. Let me see. Let me check. So I got it on. What's the symbol for February? I got it here. So you want to be trading the GC. There you go. GCG24. Yeah. So you want to be trading the February 24 contracts on gold now. December is expired, so now you want to be moving into February 24. That could you grab back into 69k? Never. Yeah, it was crazy. So what did you peak at? Yeah, was it 69? Yeah, literally tapped into 69 and dropped. It's fucking crazy. Technicals on this whole move down though was so nice. Even on this, I don't really trade crypto, but like you can even just see like these bounces above like 20,000, 25,000. You buy from 25, you sell at 30. You know, you've made like 25, 30%. It's pretty comfortable returns. Even right now, if you want to short 40 back down to 35, it's still a very nice little range to play. Why do they jump to Feb? Because December's will be expired, so the next one is February. It's every like what 3 months, I believe. It's not like January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So if you quarterly, there you go. So if you roll it back, it will go back to not November, but even further back now, whatever that was. So what was before? Let me see. Roll backwards. So we were in December, yeah, and you go into February. Alright, come on, Goldie. What are you up to? What are you up to? I mean, BTC has always had clean technicals. Yeah, very, very clean. Very, very clean. But for some reason, when most people trade crypto, they just throw technicals out the window because they're so emotional to expecting things to go to the moon, which is just fucking stupid. But yeah, technicals on crypto are so simple. Very, very simple. Even if you look at something like XRP, the technicals on XRP as well are so simple. So simple. It's crazy how simple it is. Please, even just trade off these psychological levels. You know, like you tap into 55, you dip back down. It's like what 50% return. You break above, you come back down. You play this little range. You know, you got another 20% return. Technicals are very, very simple. But like I say, for some reason, when it comes to crypto, people just throw technicals out the window. Do you ever scale into a position going against you, or do you ever add to a winning position, or just one entry? Would love to add to winners, but I can't see it do it. But yeah, if it depends. If I'm if I have to take a trade that has a wider stop loss for whatever reason, I could sometimes enter 5 here, then maybe enter 5 up here, and my position will average out like down here. Or I can add into winners, but not really for scalping. I'll add into winners when I used to swing trade a little bit more. But for scalping, nah, I don't really add into winners. I'm too in and out to add into winners. But for swing trading, yeah, absolutely. Like, for instance, the move yesterday. If you look at the move that we took yesterday, that's all I'm scalping. That was like very quick, like, 20... When you're scalping like 15, 20 ticks, like, you don't really have the opportunity to do so. Unless all of a sudden, you start breaking down and then, pulling back up. But nah, for the most part, I'm pretty much already in and out before I even have a chance to think about scaling in. Like I say, sometimes I'll enter into a position if I only take half risk and I want to enter in and average out at a nice position. But if I swing trade, yeah, absolutely. I'll scale into positions. Like I still have longs on gold from all the way back down. Like where are we? All the way down here. I had some longs from here. I had some buys when we were in Vietnam from, where was it? I believe, here, was it here we had some buys? Yeah, I think we had, so I had buys from here and I had some more buys from here. We're just continuing this play up, but for scalping, no, not really. Still holding a runner, Mark in the community is still holding a runner from 1998, which is beautiful. I think that's the one we took when we were in Vietnam, which is from all the way back down here. Yeah, we took these buys when we were in Vietnam, and this was a fucking great place. So Mark's still got buys from there, and I've still got buys from all the way down here. I wanted the buys from here, but I was asleep when this grabbed the lows and ripped, so I got the buys from here, and I've held all the way up into here. Only a very small position, but it's a little anchor, if anything. Do you find trading futures easy to move into after trading forex and crypto? Yeah, very easy, man. Very, very easy. Just get to know the platform and understanding contract sizes. I made a video on that as well, and yeah, you can pick it up easy. Technical wise, nothing changes. Like the technical analysis that I use to trade this currency chart here on gold is exactly the same as futures. It's just getting used to trading contracts and doing like stop loss and take profit orders. But making the transition, once you make it, you'll never look back at FX ever again. I'm short gold, yeah, nice. I want to be short gold as well. I'm just waiting to see us like just break out of this little shit range, and I'll be short in gold as well. I didn't want to take it off this resistance because it's too choppy, but you can see it bounced off quite nicely. You just take sells off that resistance, and you're already up like 30 ticks. It's a pretty easy trade. It's too choppy for me. Once you start breaking back below here, this 4 hourly, all of a sudden could start to flip back bearish, and you can have a drive back down into these lows, and that's pretty much where I'm targeting today. But I just want to see this 30 give some volume, because you could have the perfect technicals right now, but if you don't have the volume, you could just do this all the way until unemployment claims. So I want to see price actually break out, because I don't want to. The last thing I want to do is take a short now and we just mirror what we've been doing for the past like however many hours. I want to be in with the volume and out with the volume.
It's interesting, the shares people that I do stuff with, no one can work out why gold has gone so high at the moment.
Yeah, it all started off the back of that war news. That was the first catalyst, and then I think that was all the way when we were. I think it was when we were all the way even like back down here. I think that's when the war news started to come out. Everyone floods into gold because it's the safe haven, and then since then, it's just been technically complete change of trend.
Yeah,
since
absolutely.
Here.
I mean, the share market's not doing too bad, so there's no real reason for share-wise.
Yep.
For people to be putting into gold. Hey, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no, I'm not complaining. It's been an insane run, an absolutely beautiful run. But I mean, yeah, like the thing is on gold, like technical wise, on gold, as soon as you start breaking 2,000, it's just straight bullish momentum all the way back up into like 2050. Same as on the monthly. You know, I think once you break these highs on gold, you know, it's just pure upside potential just to run as much as it wants. But yeah, as soon as you had this like trend down here, fundamentals came out, completely changed everything, breaks all the structure, and now starting a whole new trend. You know, even though it may technically come back down, retest 2,000 before, you know, reaching like 2,100 or 2,050 is going to be the next level up here, which is huge. But it's been a very, very nice run.
I read you top USD on USD data.
Ugh. Are you in it?
Oh, you're not so sharp.
No, I have Discord turned off when I'm on Zoom. Oh yeah, lovely buy. Look at that. Yeah, there's a very nice little head and shoulders there. Very nice. Very, very nice. So you still have a place in Oz or traveling full time? Yeah, my home base is in Australia. Yeah, I have a home base in Australia. I just travel in between that as well. I moved to Australia just over a year ago now. Just over a year ago, which has gone incredibly quick. Can you explain the 3 horizontal lines that you marked out? These ones? Or these? If you mean these ones, this is just like support and resistance levels, and the dotted ones are liquidity levels. This is just support and resistance. On the 4 hourly, I think it is, or hourly. Yeah, 4 hourly here. Oh, look at this 4 hour. You may have some sells soon. We're getting some volume here on gold. As soon as you start breaking this low, you know, you could have a nice little push here. I might have to go down to the 15 minute in a second. Ooh. Yeah, look at this. So there you go. 30's having an instant rejection there. If you can see this 15 flip bearish, it's also going to be the close of the 30 as well. You know, you could be doing something like this. I'll probably wait for the 30 to. Oh, there you go. It's already flipping. I'm gonna wait for the 30 to close, but you may just push from here. But as soon as you break this low here, that's the flip of the 4 hourly, and the 4 hourly is gonna start be flipping bearish. If you look at the 4 hourly now, it's gone from looking incredibly bullish to all of a sudden, like I said, this is one big huge wick, and this could have a nice little drive down. Thanks to that USD Swiss franc, I took it when you posted the chart. Took 8 pips, never trade like that. Nice, very nice. Hello, you got 13 minutes till this 30 is going to close. I'm personally, because it's been such a strong 30 level in the past, I'm personally going to wait for it to close. The 30 breaks it, amazing top wick, and I'll short it. Yeah, you can have a nice little scalp here in a second. We're starting to see some London volume, which is good. I mean, you can take it off the 15, but you got to let it breathe a little bit more. You can be risking off like this, off this high here. You know, we're looking to target over all these lows down here. Whether we get that much of movement in London with unemployment claims later on, we'll have to see. You probably even want to be managing around, like, you know, these big wicks here have to tell you something as well. So if you get shorts once it actually breaks, what's it down into here? Yeah, more than 25. It's great, perfect. How do you spot liquidity levels and what significance they have? It's just pretty much just double tops and double bottoms. Looking at where most people are trying to buy or sell, and then that's what we're trading into. Same as the sells we took yesterday. It was off most people trying to buy off this support, and we shorted into that. Buying and selling into where most people are trying to do something. Because anytime gold is going to have a big move up or down, it's always going to come and grab some highs or lows. Like this. Little double bottom, wick out the lows, have the run. And you'll see this on every single time gold has a low. Even there, a little double bottom, wicks out lows, runs. And that was even here. This is the other one that I shared on Zoom on Tuesday. double bottom. Most retail traders who would have got stopped out on gold on Tuesday were probably trying to do something like this. You want to be selling into that and then buying off that as well, and then you got a huge push. That's all you're pretty much doing right here. 4 hourly on gold before this current push up here. You never wicked any 4 hour lows, so all of these become liquidity levels where most people try buy here. Stops are going to go below there, so you want to be shorting into that. Man, it's fucking hot in here. I'm sweating. Oof. 100 people on YouTube tuning in, guys. Remember, drop a little like for the stream. We could have a sell on this 30 close here on gold. You probably will want to. You want to be, managing as soon as you start tapping into this, because look at all these wicks. You can't ignore these wicks. Although I think it may come back down into here. You got to react that you may just bounce off this level as well. Look how strong this level's been in the past. You can't just ignore it. But at that point, you'd already be up like 20, 30 ticks. So managing from there anyway would already be a pretty nice shout. But I'm waiting for the 30 close. It's been a solid level on the 30, and every time you've tapped into it on the 30 in the past, you've driven up. So if you start selling it now, then you're trading off what you think, not what you see. Mark with the W's in the chat. Get them in there. We had a W yesterday, maybe I'll have another one today. All W week. W week. Hell, I got 10 minutes till this 30 is going to close. 10 minutes. Keep you like to have you running in the background. Good man, thank you. That's why we wait for closures. Yeah, exactly. That's why we wait for closures. Anyone who tried to jump the gun and short it now is into instant drawdown. Regardless of it pushes down, you have to wait for it to close. Pray to the volume of the London cops. Going wrong. Get them in there. Yeah, we want to move like yesterday, where you come in and you get instant volume and you're in and out within like 5 minutes. I think we scalped like what, $800 to $900 yesterday in literally like 5 minutes. Got like what, 18 plus ticks in one. I think it was like, what was it, 5 or 10, max 10 minutes, and that's what we really want to see again today. Here. So in that one 5 minute yesterday, we had the instant volume and hit like 13 ticks like that quick. So that's all we want to see. That's all I want to see. All I want to see is volume, and then we can execute. And like I say, be in and out of the volume. There you go, 5 minute closing back above, straight back into the range. Is why you have to wait for them closures. Although I think the 4 hours is going to flip. If you take off the 4 hourly, then you got to have 4 hour stops, and wait for 4 hours. 10 pips per session, change the game for me. Yeah, very nice, man. Yeah, you can do that as long as you can manage your risk. Catching 10 pips per session is not a bad thing to do. As long as you're keeping your losses small, then that's great. 10 pips a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Yeah, absolutely. I think I got 15 in total or something yesterday. I was pretty pissed though, because I missed the biggest move of the month here. I would have fucking taken that beauty as well, but I missed it because I was jet lagged, and I was already fucking falling asleep by like around this time. And by the time you wicked out the lows and the news came out, this was just like an absolute ridiculous move. Absolutely ridiculous. A very, very expensive sleep on Tuesday. Very expensive sleep.
Yeah, I was punching out Z's as well.
We all missed it. 5 to 10 pip stop loss. Yeah, good man. Don't futures go by ticks? Yeah, futures go by ticks. So if this was the futures chart, you'd be looking at this like 300 ticks. The moves happen as you sleep. Well, yeah, I usually would stay up when there's big news like this, but I literally landed back in Australia from Vietnam that day off like 1 hour sleep. So I was like, oh man, I know if I stay up, I'm probably gonna make not the best decision, So I couldn't even stay up for it, and then I ended up missing it. How did you got in that trade? Well, once it grabs the lows, I think the 5-minute close back above the. I've deleted it now, but I had some. Where are we? So I shared this low to be grabbed in Discord. I said you're very likely going to come down and wick out this low, for the simple fact that most retail traders who are probably trying to buy here, where's their stop loss going to be? Their stop loss is going to be right below this low. So for me, I think I had my level like somewhere like this. Pretty much as soon as you grab the lows, 5-minute closes back above, you know, you'd be buying from there and running it up. You had so much liquidity to these highs to grab as well. You had like a trend line coming on down here as well. So anyone who was shorting here stops above there. So as soon as you grab the lows, you want to be buying up into all them highs. So as soon as that 5-minute closes back above, then there's your buy. You can even just wait for like the 15 or something like that. And the 15 broke the highs and then, you know, gave another bottom wick. And it was fucking beautiful. So I had my support there, and then I had my resistance like this. So even there, once you close bullish there, I mean, you could have even had one entry there, you could have another entry there, and have a same move. But as soon as you start wicking out them lows, close bearish. As soon as you close back bullish, fake out confirmed, and there's your push. Same here. You grab the lows, close back bullish, you buy from here, and you run it up into these highs. It was an incredible move. Why have you ignored the double bottom in the New York session over to the left? Which one, man? Which one? In this price section? This is the one we spoke about yesterday on stream as well. Spoke about how price was going to come down and grab these lows yesterday because it was a triple bottom, and price broke this level, retested many times, and then ripped all of the lows. Ripped all of them, and these are the lows that I'm watching today. And the highs we were watching yesterday as well also got grabbed. Go back and watch yesterday's stream. We spoke about this double top as well. Wicks out the double top, closes back. You know, you can be shorting from here and have this little play. There's some pretty nice opportunities yesterday. You had 40 ticks there after grabbing them highs. Even from here down into here, you had like 60, which was very, very nice. Oh, you're already in sells? Nah, not yet. You have to see that 30 close. Does Top Step have a mobile app? Yes, it does. Yeah, Tradeovate does. Tradeovate has a mobile app. Yeah, I haven't really used it, but it does have an app. Just above your other level. Oh, you mean like up here? Or you mean like these ones? Only reason I'm looking for sell today is because I want to see these lows grabbed. I want to see previous daily lows grabbed before a potential move up. So as of right now, with the way this 4 hours looking, I'm only interested in sells. For intraday anyway, I'm only interested in shorting gold off this 4 hourly. You know, unless this 4 hourly or hourly starts closing back bullish, I'm only interested in selling this 4 hour for this huge wick retest to flip bearish and come and grab these 4 hour lows. You know, I'll draw on some upper levels. You know, only once you start breaking above here, you know, you could have some buys back up into daily highs. But for me, I would love to see the lows grabbed. 3 minutes, yeah, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and then we're gonna get the London Open. If we can see gold push down in the next 3 minutes, then amazing. We're gonna have a nice closure. How's she looking so far? Came up, grabbed previous highs, no top wick in this current 5. You get top wick, you know, it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. Top Step will have a mobile app too. Yes, it will. Yeah. Look at this tight range there. Very, very choppy range. Look at this. I wonder how many people saw this bullish push here and probably tried to jump in longs because they couldn't bear to wait for price to get out of the range and straight back into drawdown. The amount of people who will be short here and straight into drawdown as well. 2 minutes until we get this 30 and hourly close. See how this hourly's looking. If it engulfs back bearish, it could be very nice. No, it's looking fucking horrible. It's looking incredibly choppy. Incredibly choppy. But if you you know, I can consider a trade before the hourly breaks out. If I get like an intraday scalp, you know, I'll consider a risky entry. But remember, if you haven't traded on the last day of the month, well, be careful. If you had a good November, the last day of the month is not the day to go all in, especially with unemployment claims later on. This is a day just to chill and observe. If we get a scalp, amazing, but it is not the day to force a trade. Yesterday had amazing moves, so if you didn't capitalize on them, that's not the market's fault. One more minute here. Alright guys, let me grab some water and then we'll see how this hourly is going to close and see what we got for the rest of the session. 2 seconds. Oh, look at that. And that is there. That's why you wait for closures. So if you jumped the gun and for whatever reason you didn't listen and you didn't wait for the closure, you're minus 20 plus ticks. That's why waiting for the closure is so important. That's filtered water. Yeah, it is actually. I don't usually though. Straight from the tap. So hourly, wick the highs, wick the lows. Close with the 12 tick body. Although I still think you're going to see this dip lower, we're not here to trade off what I think. We're here to react to whichever way we break out, and right now that is absolutely nowhere. Gotta run, bro. Good luck. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. See you next time. So let's see, Goldie. Let's see. So now that you've got this, so if you look at the past two 30-minute candles on gold, this one here you've closed with 8 ticks. This one here you've closed with 4. So do you really want to go down to the 5-minute and try and trade a 30-minute that's closing with less than 10 ticks? Absolutely not. Be very, very careful in this, because at some point today, you know, you're going to have a nice breakout. But trading in this is where most retail traders give back all their profits because they can't bear to not be in a trade all the time. But by the time you get the breakout, you know, we'll be ready to execute. But by the time most retailers get the breakout, you know, they're just trying to end the day at break even, or they're mentally burnt out and they've already hit their daily loss limit for the day. So I'm chilling. We're chilling. Can stay in these levels all day. I don't give a shit. We're here to chill. If we get some trades, amazing. But don't be like most retail traders who see this range and start going to the 5-minute and start jumping in trades left, right, and center.
Very good point.
Very good point, man. So important. If the 30's ranging, going down to the 5 isn't gonna tell you anything more clear. That's for sure.
appreciate that bit of psychology. Fantastic.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, it's very, very, very important. Like, bullish and bearish candles on the 5 minute are absolutely irrelevant when you have the 30 in a range. Every time you see a bearish or bullish candle, if you saw this bearish push, you try and jump in short, straight back up. See this bullish push, straight back up. See this bullish push, straight back down. Bearish push, straight back up. So, I love the 5 minute. The 5 minute's great to snipe, but it's only great to snipe in confluence with the 30 and 15 breaking out. This is the reason I have my usually charts like this, so I can watch all the charts here. Yeah, closure blow anywhere really. Yeah, just gonna break this probably like 1943, like just anywhere below this level that it's reacted off so much. Or you're gonna maybe go buys once you break this resistance. The 4 hourly, you know, still has like 2 hours to close, and by the time it closes, it still could flip bearish, and this could just be one huge 4 hour top wick to still have a drive down, which I'm still not against, but I'm not gonna trade it just yet. I'm not swing trading, so. So look at this. This is you got this big 30 support here as well, which you just reacted off again. Failed to close below and just wicked down. Angel, what's going on, man? Any trades? No, not yet, man. Not yet. We had a nice little scalp yesterday. Nothing just yet today. The Euros had a bit of a sell-off. Very nice. That's what we want to see. I think we said sells on Euro. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. There you go. So anyone who was same as Euro USD, like I mentioned, anyone who was buying Euro futures here was trying to do something like this. So you want to be selling into where most people are trying to buy, and then that's where most retail traders get stopped out. And I'm trying to do the exact same thing here, on here as gold. We just need to see the volume come in on gold. Don't look like double bottoms. It's just a level where people are trying to buy, they'll have their stops just below there. People are trying to buy off this support, their stop's going to go right below that low. It's more so on the 4 hourly. You haven't wicked out any of these lows here. 4 hourly didn't grab any of these lows. The 4 hourly is never just going to respect a triple bottom like this. It's always gonna wick them out. Been GJ since Monday. Oh no, let's have a look. I haven't looked at GJ in a while. GJ since Monday. Yeah, pretty nice sell-off actually. Pretty nice sell-off on GJ. Yeah, pretty choppy though. Look at this. Yeah, it is, like I say, it's the last week of the month, and you got futures rollover as well, so don't have too crazy expectations. Like I say, if you've had a good month, don't be greedy and don't give it all back. I've had a great month. If I still do get some trades, then amazing, I'll take it. But this month's been a very, very good month. Considering I actually missed quite a lot of trades on my futures, but it's still been a great month. What you talk about in market mastery? Yeah, sure, man. Well, it's basically like these streams every day. Market updates after the streams. Full access to the trading course, which is in the process of getting revamped as well. There's many of trade breakdowns in there. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can share it. Let me see if I can share it. Whilst we wait for this Goldie, let me see if I can share. Where are we? Is this gonna work? Let's try. Why is it not coming up? Why is Discord not coming up on here? No, I can't. Oh wait, there you go. Wait a minute. Alright, let me try this again. Let me try here. Alright, let me see if where are we?
What are you doing now?
Where are we? There you go. Well, you can kind of see it there. That's all the channels in the Discord. So you got the fundamentals, you got the live trades from stream, you got trade setups that I share, after the sessions as well. Talked about all these moves yesterday, talking about buying up into this trend line where most retailers are trying to sell. Spoke about this entire move up this week as well to come down and wick out these lows. Any retail trader who's buying their stops go below that low, so you want to be shorting and buying down into that. Then I won't go into the trading course. If you go to trading course, you can have the day trading course soon. A huge section on quick tips, trade breakdowns, market calls. We're doing monthly mentoring sessions as well, like this on Zoom. Psychology audios where I record myself talking. I share a lot of lifestyle stuff. The book club, the trading adventures where you guys can come and join me on the trading retreat, which next year is going to be in Bali, and then giveaways, and then these are all the chats where you can talk to all the other traders. So there's a lot in there. A lot of value, a lot of value. Enough value for you to become a consistently profitable trader. And it's always growing.
And I like also too that it's kind of sort of like a family.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, everyone's sharing information with everyone. Everyone's egging each other on. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. It's like I say, we're just like a big group of friends on the exact same journey. There's no egotistical bullshit in there. If anyone does come in and ruin the vibe of the community, they're always in the nicest way possible kicked and asked to move on.
Yeah. No, it's like teammates.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's how
we're all
trading
working
should
for
be.
the same company and we're all after the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Love how everyone is so supportive. Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of trading communities out there that are just full of numbers or full of egos, where we are absolutely not like that. Like I say, I have removed people before who come in and ruin the vibe of the community. So we have a very good close group at the minute, and it's great to share the journey with everyone. Everyone's sharing ideas. There's some people who've taken the leap into full-time trading in there, so there's a lot. Switch cameras on me. Oh, you're gonna still keep the old course in Discord? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. There's still. That's why I say there's still so much value even in the old stuff that I don't even use anymore. I don't really use fibs anymore, but still watching the old fib and trendline videos, there's still so much value in them things. So I'll absolutely keep it, and they're still valid for swing trading as well. A trial option? No, there's no trial options, because as soon as you join, you get access to the trading course, so you could just take the course and run. Not that I'm saying you're going to, but no, you could just take it and run. There's no trial periods, unfortunately. I don't upsell like a trading course or anything like that. Absolutely everything is in the community. Percent results for 22. Yeah, I'll share it along with 23 soon as well. Someone asked me for November's results yesterday as well, which I can probably share already, to be honest. You're pretty much coming into the close. Let's have a look. Let me see if how can I share this? 85% win rate this month, which is pretty nice. Let me share it in Zoom as well. And this is actually pretty good, because I actually kind of missed a lot of personal futures trades this month, because I was trading that FX account and did miss quite a few. But let me share this with you. How do I let me upload it here? open. I'll upload it as a link and then I'll share this month so people can have a little browse. Well, I shared in Discord actually all the way from August up until this year so far. If that works, I don't know if that works. It's not too bad, like I say, considering I did miss quite a few futures trades this month. I just posted the link twice by accident. Other future FX standalone or back to the US dollar? Yeah, still with the US dollar, man. So if you look at like the gold futures and this one here, it's the exact same thing. The value is in the lives in the community. Stealing the course isn't the value, in my opinion. Yeah, very true, Ron. Very true. People could come in and take the course. You know, you're not going to become a profitable trader just off that. You need to join the Zooms and interact with everyone, and use it for everything it's worth. I have to say, I discovered you through Trading Not Park podcast. Love your work. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It was a great podcast. First time I'd ever done a podcast, actually. I don't usually do stuff like that, but it was good. It was good to jump on. It was very good to jump on. Me and Cam ran over some good things. You know, we'll probably do another one at some point. The quality, for some reason, I don't know if it's because I was in Bali, but the quality wasn't the best. So we'll have to run it back sometime. Share some more wizardry. How much is the course? The community is just $100 a month until you want to cancel. If you want to come for 1 month, check it out and cancel. That's entirely up to you. There's no upselling or anything. Like I say, the course, all the content is all in Discord. Same as these live streams, previous trade breakdowns, everything. So you guys on YouTube, you get these live streams, but then everything after that is what the guys get in Discord. So I'm active in the Discord for however many hours a day and sharing trade setups after these calls as well. And I've only just started. We're gonna just start doing monthly mentoring sessions as well, where each month we're gonna jump on a Zoom and just talk over the course and the strategy, and you know, answer everyone's questions. Girls right there. Thank you, Trent, man. Thank you, man. Like I say, and that's a good month, but you know, I actually would have been way higher if I had got half of the trades that I did on that small FX account as well. That's why I'm here. Very nice. Would you advise to transfer over to futures, just trading FX? It's entirely up to you. I personally only trade gold. So if you want to trade gold with us, whether you trade on FX or futures, it's entirely up to you. I personally think futures is going to be better, but it's, you know, you can trade both profitably if you're awake as well. Yeah, man. If I had this trade on my futures, even if I had like here to here, that'd be like a $6,000 trade. Fucking crazy, man. How do you join the Discord? Let me see. Man, it's so hot in this room. How's Goldie looking? 15 minutes. We're just chilling now, Gold. We're not missing anything just yet. How big an account do you need in order to trade 10 contracts? Depends how you manage your risk, really. My stop losses are always, you know, sub 20 ticks. So I'm never really risking more than like $2,000. So if you want to trade on like a top step, you can trade 10 contracts on 100k. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could even trade 10 contracts on 150k. You can trade up to like 15. But I would still recommend a little bit lower than that. Because now, there's a few people leaving this month as well, man. So it's actually just less, but it'll be closed until it becomes like unmanageable, to be honest. If ever it just becomes like too noisy, then it'll just be like shut off. But right now it's still pretty clean. And by the time some people that are leaving this month, I think it's back under again. Price on the website, AUD or USD? USD. Will you still be active around Christmas, December? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll be trading up until, well, when is December? I think Christmas Day falls on like a Yeah, Christmas Day falls on like a Monday, so I'll be trading. We'll be trading all the way up until like the 20th, the 21st. All depends on volume. But during the Christmas period is when I'm going to be revamping the whole and releasing the whole day trading course. So we'll still be very active in December. Yeah, absolutely. December's a good month on gold. December's a very good month on gold. We were just having a look at it. Where are we gone? December. Where are we? Here. Where are we? December. Here. So this was December 21. You still saw like 800 pips. Where's December 22? December 22. From the lows to the peak, you still saw, wait here, like 650. So December on gold still has great moves. Most people think the market's just shut, but no, you can still get great moves on gold in December. You know, you can expect it might go a little bit more quiet, but it's still for scalping. It's still very tradable. Like I say, so it's one of the most bullish, well, statistically a very bullish month of the year. So to have some gold buys coming into December would be very nice.
I need to run. Have a good one, everyone.
All good. Enjoy, man. See you next time.
Cheers, mate.
See you, mate. How many do we have in Discord now? Let me get activists at last. There's like, what's 16, 29, plus 29.
I'm jumping off too. Have a good sesh.
Alright, man. Enjoy.
Catch up.
See you, man. Yeah, just under 100 still. If ever it becomes unmanageable, yeah, it will be closed. Come on, Goldie, give us some movement. Give us some movement. But for anyone who's, you know, new to the YouTube streams, you don't have to join the community. You can just tune into the streams for a few weeks, see if you like the way that I trade, and make decisions from yourself. If you didn't catch yesterday's stream, go back and watch it because we had a very nice little scalp yesterday on stream. I'll try and recap it on YouTube at some point. I haven't had the chance yet, but I'll try and do it at some point. How long we got to this? What time is it? It's 8:20 London time. Remember, guys, the main bias here is still for this 4 hour to flip bearish. It's just if we're gonna get the volume. It's 3:20 AM. Going to bed. Happy trading. Enjoy, man. Enjoy. See you on the next one. See you next time, man. Thing is, on gold today, if gold starts closing below here, you know, you have a whole heap of downside to come and grab over the next couple of weeks. Because if you look at gold, let's have a look at what we could see if we get like a nice strong monthly close here. Yeah, so if you get a nice monthly closure above here on gold, you know, you could still get a bottom wick, like back down into like, you know, 2020 before pushing higher. So from where you're currently sitting back down into like 2020, still like a 200, 300 pip pullback before going higher. Like look at this monthly on gold was very clean. Monthly close bullish. Let me get rid of this. Let me hide all this. October closed bullish. November came down, created that beautiful bottom wick of what, 500 ticks, and then flip bullish. You're now back up over 1,000. You mirror something like that, you come back down. You know, you could see a very nice push in December. A very nice push. But yeah, I still think you're gonna see some nice plays today. I'm gonna try and learn. Stay up for US news day. Yeah, good shout, man. Good shout. Set them alerts and just wait. Yeah, just all you really want to see, to be honest, man, is just a closure above or below here, and then once you get that breakout, amazing, you're gonna get some good volume, and then you can get a position, man. Yeah, patience pays. Patience pays. Like I say, most retail traders try and take positions in here and get chopped up all day, and by the time the volume and breakout comes in, they're already mentally burnt out and they've already hit their stop loss for the day. Whereas for me, I'm simply waiting for the breakout. We almost got it. We're very close to getting it, then it wicked right back up. It teased us to take the shorts, but we didn't get the closure. How do you determine volume without using a volume? Yeah, just price action, just breakouts really. You don't need an indicator to like show you that this is ranging. There's no volume. Like if you look at the past hour, each 30-minute candle has closed with less than 10 ticks of 10 ticks of a body. So you see something like that just tells you it's very, very low volume. Or you can even go look at the 5. If you go look at the 5 and you see price closing bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, that's again just dead volume. But once you do break this support, then you're probably going to have nice volume. You're probably going to have a nice quick little scalp down, which is what I'm kind of waiting for here. We're going to get this next 30 close in 6 minutes. If it breaks below this level, I want to take some sells. So you've got 6 minutes till you're going to get this breakout. And if it does break out, amazing. I'll be looking to short this into them 4-hour lows. 5 minutes just come up, wicked out the highs, retesting, now starting to push down. So you're now starting to see some volume. So this is what you want to see. You're getting some volume coming into the last 6 minutes of this 30 close. This is exactly what you want to see. You start coming back down to here, you're very likely going to break it. So I may get in a trade before this 30 closes off the 5. Because if you start bouncing around this support, more people try jumping longs, their stop loss goes below here, so you can quickly scalp into that. You did on the 5 minute, not that I trade the 5 minutes in the range, you did on 5 minute, had a double top there, wicked out the highs, and now you're pushing lower. So you've had checklist number 1 of you've had an intraday liquidity grab. So if you get a nice 5 minute closure here into an instant top wick, you may have some sells all the way down into these lows before you even get the breakout, and then you can already be in and out 20 ticks. So you can short into the breakout, you already had a liquidity grab. Just something you can do if you're a little bit more experienced. Are we going to get an instant top wick or not? No, instant bottom wick. Fine. We're at least going to come in and fill this wicket now. So if we pull back, I'll look for some sells. As long as you don't instantly just fill this in. If you pull back, I'll look for some sells. Sells into the 30 close. I would have loved to see a top wick though. So I run a bullish or bearish bars basically. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you just see the 5 minute close and really bullish, doji, 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 bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish, bearish. They're just any choppiness is just low volume. But I mean, you can just measure the bodies of the 30 and kind of see it. If it's less than like 20 ticks, it's not worth it. If you're scalping, you want to be in and out of a trade within like 10-15 minutes. So you don't want to get stuck in a trade that goes sideways for half an hour. For me personally, that mentally drains me. Not necessarily because I like take a loss, but if I see my position go from profit break even loss, profit break even loss, it kind of burns me out for the day. Whereas I prefer to stay patient, wait for the breakouts, and then take the volume. And I would like to take this 30. I think this 30 is very likely going to break soon because more retail traders may be trying to do something like this. So the likelihood of us wicking this out, similar to what I said on Euro futures, becomes very, very high. So you see this little bounce, people jumping longs here, stop loss goes below there, then you have the volume straight into where most people are trying to buy. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do here on gold. I would have loved to have seen this 5 get a top wick first so I could have some sell stops, but you've already come down and created a bottom wick now. Now we have a quick look. How long is this? 34 more minutes. Yeah, so you grab previous 30 highs as well. So you've wicked out previous 30 highs, you haven't yet wicked out previous 30 lows, so you could be looking to short into them. 15 as well, wicked out the highs, now closing nice and bearish. How we got 2 minutes. Alright guys, let me just quickly run to the toilet and then we're going to trade this 30-minute close. 2 seconds. Alright, now we have a top wick on this 5. So now we have a top wick. If you can see the next 30 give an instant top wick to grab this little 5, you could look for some sells here in 1 minute. Do you ever hold futures position overnight? It's too expensive. Rarely, like 1 contract max. I don't have the margin to hold too many because to hold futures overnight, you need a lot more than you do in like in FX. What's up, man? What's going on, Harry? Hope you're doing well, man. You may have joined just in time. Just in time for some gold sells soon. In 1 minute, we're gonna get this 30 close. And let me just quickly see how this hourly's looking. Have you grabbed previous hourly lows yet? No, not yet. It's a very, very tight range, but I think you're at least going to come and grab these hourly lows. It's quite a risky trade, so whether I take it full risk or not, we'll have to see. I may just take it half risk, because you're technically still in this choppy range, but you've just had a nice liquidity grab here in the middle of it, and now you're coming back down. It's more so because the more you start bouncing from this support, the more retail traders have just seen this support. But this support's already come and gone. If you didn't get it from here or here, you've already missed it. By the time most retailers are spotting this level of support, it's too late. You're going to get slapped. It's very gappy. Has it changed? Yeah, futures have rolled over, man. Now you're trading February 24 contracts. You have to roll over your contracts. All right, 30 close there. It's closing nice and bearish. If we get an instant top wick here to grab previous 5 highs, I could have some sells. Don't do that though. Come and grab these highs and I could have some sells. I don't want an instant bottom wick on this 30. I want an instant top wick. No, it's typical. I need an instant top wick because now if you start to reject from here, this could be a bottom wick to flip back bullish. So let's see. Just want to wick out these previous 5 highs, and you have a potential 25 tick target. If you wick out these lows now in an instant bottom wick, then by the time this 30 closes, it could even flip bullish. You would have wanted to see it drive up first and then drive lower. So if you have a look at this 30 now, has no top wick, so it could be creating a bottom wick to come back up. Time to roll? Yeah, time to roll. There you go, 30's pushing. 8,580 per contract for me to hold over. Yeah. See, it's very, very high. You need a lot of margin to hold futures overnight. I don't really like to. I prefer to be in and out on the futures. If I do hold any trades overnight, it'd be on like a small FX account because it's you need a lot. But you can't hold overnight on Top Step either. Top Step, you got to have all your positions closed by 3 PM Central Time. Anyone else trading micros? Yeah, I think some of the guys do as well, man. Yeah, if anyone is trading like only one contract, then you may as well trade micros because then you can take partials and stuff like that. Trading micros is good to jump into. You don't need to jump straight into trading like 5+ contracts. Get comfortable with trading the micros and then jump in. Even scaling up to trading 10 contracts takes some time. You got no top wick on this 30, so if this just pushes, it's going to be a little bit frustrating. Which GCZ is it? Nothing, man. GC is gold. Z is the number of the month. So Z is December. So you just have to roll it forward on Tradeovate and it'll do it for you. The reason I'm not in these sells yet is because you didn't grab these 5-minute highs and you've instantly pushed down with a bottom wick. So if there's no top wick on this 30, if you start jumping in sells now, by the time this 30 creates a top wick, which is very likely going to do, you could go straight into drawdown and then it could start to flip bullish. If we had instantly grabbed the highs, I would have loved to have sold this. Which, you know, if we still can grab them, amazing, I'll still sell. I'm going to ramp up the contracts. Yeah, no, that's good, man. Yeah, take your time with it. No rush to up the contracts. Scaling the contracts will come with time. Once you get the consistency on trading like micros, then amazing. Then you can scale it up. Get used to seeing the tick profit, and you know, once you get comfortable with it, like it took me a long time to go from trading like 1 to 10. And it'll take me a long time to go from like 10 to 20, and then you know 20 to 30, and then 30 to 40. It's not something you can just do straight away. Oh, there you go. There's that push, motherfucker. But a lot of people when they start trading, you know, they want to go from making 0 a month to all of a sudden making like 10k a month. But it's like realistically, you're not going to be able to see them figures and be comfortable with seeing them figures. You got to be realistic with it. You know, you can scale your trading so quick once you get that consistency, but you just don't need to rush it. Like I say, people see social media traders and they're like, fuck, I want to go from making 0 a month to all of a sudden making 10k a month. It's like, no, you have to earn the rights to trade 10 contracts. You don't just get to wake up one day and decide I want to trade 10 contracts. Hell no, you gotta earn it, and you gotta gradually get there, and psychologically get there, if anything. If you know the market and know yourself, you will consistently profit. If you know the market but not yourself, your success will be random. If you don't know the market yourself, yeah, I like that, man. I love that. I like that. I never heard that before. I like that. So true, man. If you don't know yourself, you know, you're gonna struggle, man. I like that. That's a great quote there. If you know the market and know yourself, you will consistently profit. If you know the market but not yourself, your success will be random. If you do not know the market or yourself, you will consistently lose money. Yeah, that's great. That's really good. Anyone using TradeAvate? I'm trying to trade gold E-mini. The chart looks weird, a lot of gaps. Yeah, you just have to roll your contracts forward. That's all it is. Average profit you did this month. Well, I'll look to when I started this futures account, which was back in August. I already shared this month before. I'll probably do it. Oh, yeah, I think this 30 is going to flip bullish. You just grab 30 lows there with no top wick. You know, you may see gold start to go bullish again. What was October? Asia live stream next week. Now I'm not gonna do Asia anymore, man. It takes up too much of my time, unfortunately. It's like right in the middle of my day. So if I trade Asia and London, that's like way too much chart time for me, unfortunately. Just London for me. It just takes up too much time. Time, especially when you're watching Asia, just goes sideways. I prefer to get off the charts and be fresh for London. October was around 49. What was September? September was around 27. So, you know, average maybe like 20 to 30 maybe. Not this month, average during this month. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I started this futures account in August. Do the US tend to have more volume? Yeah, more volume, but not necessarily cleaner volume. Sometimes you can trade New York and the volume's too crazy to even catch a trade. I find London has cleaner moves when there's good volume. But today being the last day of the month with unemployment claims later on, it's bound that you're going to see it range. So if ever you come into London and you've got red fold and news later on for the US dollar, you can always expect it's going to be fairly choppy. I don't have a way to select GC. Yeah, you just need to roll your contracts forward. You just go up here and you just go roll forward. My rookie questions. Nah, so good, man. Ask away, man. Ask away. That's what we're here for. We're chilling. So ask away, man. Ask away. Anytime. All on stream or also off stream? Bit of both, man. Bit of both. I only stream for London. Some trades are after London, but the trade setups are traded in Discord. But in terms of like the actual trade setup, they're all based off the analysis that I share. Hold positions into news? Yeah, plenty of times, yeah. News is what you want. News gives you the volume. Don't be scared of news. News is what you need. News is what you need to take a trade. Everyone's so scared of trading news, but you don't. When you're back testing, you're not back testing and looking at news, are you? I don't know why everyone gets so scared at news. If you don't have news, you don't have volume. If I was too scared about news yesterday, so on Tuesday, you would have never caught this run. Or if I was too scared about news, I wouldn't still have runners from all the way back down here. Then the news gives you the volume. You know, you don't have to execute right at news, but you know, just 5-10 minutes after if you want to. As long as you've got the technicals in place first, then amazing. But when everyone's doing their back testing, you don't have fundamentals of what happened then as well, do you? So. What the fuck was that? My dog was kicking off. Oh, there you go. There's Goldie. What a push. I couldn't get in themselves because there was no top wick on this 30. That 30 opener just instantly ripped down, so I couldn't get in themselves, unfortunately. And now that 4 hourly is going to flip. So now look at that 4 hourly that we were talking about. If I get a 15 close and a very quick top wick, you know, I can still take it. But I wanted to be in here before the breakout happened. I wanted to be in and out before this breakout happened, because the more you bounce around this support, like I was mentioning, by the time retail spot that this is a level of support to buy off, you know, it's too late. So I wanted to short into that, but it's already, this level here's the 4 hour flip. So unless you get like a very quick next 15 top wick, I can still have the sells. I would have loved to have been in and out already. 28 ticks, 22 ticks. Can't see my screen. Oh shit. Sorry, fucking hell. Whole time. My apologies. My apologies. Zoom calls every single day, man. Every single day. So yeah, I was just saying I wanted to already be in these cells off that this 30. But because this 30 opened and instantly pushed down, I didn't get the entry. I wanted to see a quick top wick. But the reason that I wanted to sell this is because, like I say, people who try and buy off this support, they're trying to do something like this, but like I said, by the time that most retail traders spot this as a level of support that you've bounced off previously, it's too late to bounce off it again, and now that's why you're seeing this dip back down. I would have been in and out already. But like I said, if I get a quick 15 top wick here in the next 2 minutes, I want to sell this because this 4 hour still has a shit ton of potential to have a pretty decent drop, and my lower levels are still down here on gold. Look at this 4 hourly now. It was incredibly bullish when we jumped on. And like I said, there was no bottom wick on this 4 hourly, so this could just be a huge top wick to have a nice drive. So in 3 minutes, if we get a strong close here, I still have sells on gold. Fuck, we would have sniped that as well, like yesterday. We would have sniped that and been in and out of 20 ticks already. Holy. You guys have just been watching the YouTube chat the whole time. I apologize. I don't know why it was stuck on that. That's because I was on the Ninja before. Hey Aaron, how you doing? I'm good, thank you, man. I'm good. Hope you're doing well. I would be better if we had quickly got this gold short, but it is what it is. We'll get it soon. If we get an instant top wick on this 15, you know, we can still short it. That 4 hourly is looking pretty juicy now. Oh, you got 2 more minutes. Is 50. Oh man, look at that. We would have damn sniped that. Holy shit. Goldie, 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 Goldie. We can't catch it every day, I guess. But that would have been a lovely snipe. But the reason I wanted to take that before this breakout is because I knew this drive was going to happen. Do you offer Discord access only, or do you have to do one of the 3 options? Well, the 3 options are for the Discord, yeah. That's for the Discord, yeah. And now that 4 hourly has a bottom wick. See? For this whole push down, this 4 hourly never had a bottom wick. Well, now you've just created one. Now you're instantly reacting. And now this 30 still has no bottom wick. But you've now just wicked out these lows. So fuck, is it now going to flip bullish? I would have loved, if I was already in and out, you know, we'd already be covered, and I'd already pretty much be out in this little scalp. 25 ticks, yeah, it'd already be done. But if this all of a sudden starts closing back into here, you know, you never know. You may start come and rip some highs. See how this 15 is going to close. The fact there's no top wick in this 30 makes me skeptical. See how this 15 is going to open. I mean, if the 15 opens and instantly pushes up, amazing. You know, you can have sells on the flip. If it instantly pushes down, then could grab the lows and still close back into here. GC correlate with the DXY. Well, the DXY is just the dollar index, which is just basically Euro USD. So yeah, it'd be similar-ish. I don't look at the DXY personally. Like I say, I don't think it brings any value. It's just basically looking at Euro USD, just inverted. What a range! What a range! We would have had a nice little scalp there, even in a little shitty range on gold. We always had a nice little scalp there. 27. We just got an instant top wick into these highs that would have been like exactly the same play as yesterday. Where was the play yesterday? It was almost identical to the one we got yesterday. It would have been perfect. So yesterday you got that instant top wick. We had a sell stop and an instant drive. If we had had an instant top wick there, we would have had a sell stop and had that instant drive again. Very, very close. Very, very close. But it is what it is. There's still time here. You know, 15 still trying to push up. Remember, you want to be marking on this 30 high now, because there's no top wick since this 30 open, which is a bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Man, I'm sweating in this fucking room. Oh, Goldie. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Trading via TradingView. Who cares? Someone said they got, oh, look at that on EU as well, look at that. And that's why you want to short into the liquidity, because you never know if it's going to break back above or it's just going to drop, and look at that. Like I say, every retailer who was trying to short, buy Euro USDs is getting absolutely rinsed right now. Where was it? Someone said they got bank on that little USD Swiss franc. Cool. Must be nice. Yeah, there you go. I don't trade FX anymore, but yeah, lovely. Liquidity grab, break above, retest, boom. All the moves today. GJ, fine, listen to me. Let's have a look. Is it you get start to see some volume here, you know? Oh, look at that. Yeah, GJ, beautiful. Oh, shit. GJ wicks the highs and then drops. Look at that, beautiful. Good to see the plan still working even on GJ. Look at that. As soon as that closes below, take some sells there. Huge, huge push. Huge push. And this is again, this is you know, it's the same shit, but just we trade it on gold. Retail traders try and short there. Where do they put their stop loss? Just above that high. So what's price going to do? Price is going to stop out retail traders and then have the push. And you want to be taking buys off here into that. And then once you flip back bearish, you know you can take some sells as well. So retailers are getting grabbed like crazy today. It's a shame we didn't get this gold sign. A real shame. Still no top wick on this 30, which is strange and annoying. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. Take a 5-minute close below this level. It's too overextended now. I mean, if you take it here, you know, where's your stop going to be? A stop loss going to go all the way above here. So your risk to reward is going to be terrible. And there's still no top wick on the 30, so it could have flipped bullish at any point here. But it's more so if you short it here, you know, you would have wanted a top wick like here. You got a double top there now on the 5. And now just pushing down. But if there's no top wick on a 30, you want to be very, very careful selling the candle. Because if you look left, like how many times do you see a 30 close bearish with no top wick? It's very, very rare. Trade it to put your entry where retailers have their stop loss. Yeah, it's pretty much the way we trade gold. Like all of these levels, retails buy here, stop loss goes below there, you enter off that, you have an amazing push. Retails buy here, stop loss goes below there, you have a great push as well. That's the way you want to be trading gold. That's how gold moves. Hi bro, how are you? I'm good, thank you man. I'm good. Why do you want to see a top wick on the 30? Well, because you never, like, if you look back on gold, how many times have you seen the 30 close bearish with no top wick? So if you start selling now, by the time this closes, it could easily be a wick to close all the way back above here and start to rip back higher. It's pushed too much down now. But if you did get the sells like we wanted, you know, we'd already be, this was our level we were talking about before. So it's a shame it opened and just instantly ripped down because we would have had some amazing sells there, but it is what it is.
I have a question. Suppose if I'm in a sell order, do I have to place buy SLM, right? Or my stop loss?
What, sorry?
Suppose if I'm in a sell, right?
Yeah, it will only let you put in one or the other. Because if you're in sells now, it won't let you put in a buy stop above. So you only be able to put a buy limit. You want to put in a stop.
Yeah, so I need to put a buy stop, right, for my stop loss.
Yeah, if you click the screen, it should only give you that option anyway.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries, man. No worries. Pushing beautifully. Pushing very, very nice. That's the whole move I waited all day for. Waited all day for this move. Alright, zoom guys, I'm going to shoot. That's the move done. That's the whole move I wanted. There's no point watching it now. It's not going to give us a setup in the next 8 minutes. So I'm going to now leave the charts. Wait closer till New York. Wait closer till unemployment claims. And then see if you can take this thing higher. Because now you have a lot of liquidity next to the highs. And that's going to be where you want to be buying into next. If I had these sells, it would have been an amazing position. But no top wick on the 30 means no sells. So zoom guys, I'll let you guys go and I'll talk to you guys in like 2-3 hours and we'll see what we'll get in pre-unemployment claims. Enjoy, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Bye. All right, YouTube fam. I'm gonna wrap up there. That's the sells that I wanted. Waited all day for that motherfucker, and it just opened and dropped with no top wick. So unable to get the entry, but it's fine. You know, we can't catch it every day. Yesterday we had a great trade. Today wasn't quick enough, but it's fine. I'm gonna wait for unemployment claims to come out later on, and see if you can get more trades into this monthly close. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to tune in. Remember, I'll be live again tomorrow, same time, and we'll have that monthly close and we'll have that news. So trade safe, wait for that. You guys have my levels. Stay patient, follow the plan, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.